Welcome to the Oopsadaisy video hop that is being hosted by Peg Robinson. With the Oopsadaisy, Peg more or less left it up to our own interpretation of what we meant by Oopsadaisy. So some could think that Oopsadaisy, oops, I've made a mistake, I'm going to have to fix that. My interpretation for Oopsadaisy is going to be giving you a helping hand. And by that, with my video, when you first start out, you start collecting and saving all your bits of scrap papers, your pre-patterned papers. See, I used this in another project and I didn't want to throw it away. I have jelly prints that I've used for another project and I didn't want to throw that away. I find pictures that catch my eye in magazines and I want to keep it. And then really not knowing, oh, what am I going to do with it? So what I'm going to show you today with all these bits on my table is what you can do with them. There's quite a few things you can do with these, like a piece of paper like that. You might have a plain tag. This one's not a very thick tag, which I think is why I haven't used it, but like to thicken it up, just get your tag, get a glue stick, put some glue on your tag, try not to get it on everything else underneath. Put some glue on your tag, get your bit of drop paper and glue it onto your tag. And not only does that strengthen your tag up, you've got an already made background for a tag. Make sure you glue the sides down and then we just cut that out. So I thought today I'd just give you a few little tips. See, how cool is that? Look at that background. That is absolutely awesome. Okay. And then all you'd have to do was get a hole punch and punch a hole in the back of it, and there you go. You've got a background already on your tag. Very simple, very easy, and then you can go and paint on it, you can stick images on it and do whatever you like with it. So there's just two of the ways to use your scrap, or I shouldn't call it scrap, to use your painted papers that you didn't know what to do with. Okay, so what I'm also going to show you is something that I've just recently found that I really enjoy. I've got a tag here and I'm going to use some of these little bits of scrap papers to make an embellishment, a layered embellishment on it. I'm just going to cut this bit here. Okay, so I don't want all of that. Right, so you can rip your paper if you like that raw edge, which I do. I like both. I like the cut scissor edge as well as the ripped raw, as well as the ripped raw edge. So I've got my tag that I'm going to embellish, and I have my first bit of paper that I'm going to put on there. So what I'm going to do now is just find some other bits of paper. This one here, I like the look of that one. So I've got this, I've got that piece there, and all I'm going to do is just layer these pieces on top of each other. It's really just personal choice what you like the look of. So I've got 3 there so far. I might put a bit of colour in it, but I'm going to use this little scrap piece of paper to put some colour in it. You can put as much on it as you like, or even as little on it, and you can add other embellishments to the top of it. Okay, so we've just got some pieces of paper. I don't really like that one on the top. I'll take that off. But I do like that there. So when I've put a few of the scrap papers together, I just get a little, it's a mini stapler, and I'll just put a staple in it to hold it all together. And I'll just have a look on my tag. See, I like the look of that already. That looks pretty cool. But I will go round, and I just want to edge the outside, this bottom one, a bit. Once I've got that, and I'm going to put that on my tag, I think that looks pretty cool. I will glue it. I use some tacky glue. I keep a little container here of words that I've cut off a download, or words that I've found in a magazine, and if I don't use them, I put them in here. Otherwise I leave them in a full sheet. So I want some kind of word on my little tag. I like that one. This here says beautifully imperfect. Okay, so, and I'm going to put that right across the middle. I'm going to ink the edges first. And I find this, it's really relaxing at night. I'll take out a few things into the lounge room and sit with hubby while he's watching TV, and I'll just start doing little things like this just to build up a collection. I can use them, I can put the whole tag on an art journal page, or I can, you know, send it away for Happy Mail. And that one there, I've just stuck that beautifully imperfect straight over the top, and it's more or less straight over the stapler as well. So that was the tag that I just showed you how to make and layer up those bits of paper there. These are other ones that I've made before. I've just ripped some paper. That was magazine paper, that was handmade paper, that was pattern paper. This here was pre-pattern paper, and on the top of that one I've just got a layered heart that comes, oh, you buy the, not a heart, a layered flower that comes in a little packet, and that's on an altered playing card. So there's that altered playing card, and there's another one that has the bits of pattern paper just ripped up and put on top of each other, and this on this altered plain card I've also put a little quote. Here's another one. I really like this, and it's so plain and so simple. There's some ripped up pattern paper there. I cut a little heart out of a magazine, and this is actually a piece of fabric. So you can even, and here's another one that I'd made. This piece of paper was sent to me with some Happy Mail, and I'd had it sitting around here for ages, and it's endless what you can do with it. And this paper here was left over from one of my journals I'd made, and I just cut some pattern paper, glued it down on, or stapled it, and then glued it down onto this big tag. It's absolutely endless what you can think of doing with your scrap bit of papers. But these, I just think these are really, they turn out lovely. And you know, who wouldn't love to receive something like this in some Happy Mail? And it's just a matter of using your imagination on what you actually want to do. That gives you a little helping hand when you just don't know what to do with your scrap pieces of paper. See, I think anyone would just love to receive one of these. It already has a little bit of your artwork on there, drop papers. It's got a little bit of your creative imagination. That's what it is, isn't it? It's creative imagination, what you can come up with. Alright, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the hop, and if you click on the link, the top link down in my description, it will take you to the next person in our oopsie-daisy hop, and I'm sure you're going to find everybody's interpretations of this theme oopsie-daisy quite interesting. Okay, you have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.